Okay, I'm going to do what's called a Dave cut. Years ago, when I was a helper in the trades, I used to help a guy named Dave. And first time I saw him mark a toilet cut, I thought it was pretty cool. So I've been doing it ever since. I think it's a lot easier than cutting a circle. Pretty straightforward. One of the most important steps is to make sure that you have a gap between this flange here, about 1/4 of an inch on both sides. Reason why is because if you ever need to replace these bolts here, they slide out under the flange, and if you cut the tile too close, you won't get this bolt out. So you need about 1/4 of an inch. You don't want to go too much because the sides of the toilets are fairly close. The rear, usually you have plenty of room in the front. You have a lot of room, so it's not a big deal, but you still want to cut fairly tight around that flange. So here in California, most of these flanges are about, my opening's usually around 7 1/4 inches. So I mark my cut, and then take my tile, flip it around, create my mark, take my speed square, make a square, draw your lines, your square lines, and then from this point to this point is about 1 3/8. And then you draw your 45 right there, and then you have this partner. See this. Oh yeah. So with this partner, all you do is just transfer this line over here, give it a grout joint, do your 7 1/4. If you don't want to use ink because it can stain tiles, use a pencil. So draw your line like that. And then you want to go at 1 3/8. So that's 1 3/8 there, 1 3/8 there. I do like to use ink when I'm when I'm cutting this on the wet saw. Otherwise, the saw will wash the pencil mark off, and you won't know what to cut. So that's pretty straightforward. Let's go out to the tile saw and cut this.